go here and let's see what 9's like. And check the cows. Cows are up to 20%. Yeah, I think that will be close, but this might get down or get up to, get down to the ideal moisture, possibly. It will definitely be very close. So we can go get our arms in the bale spike. And I guess we'll get the weight just in case we need it. It costs us nothing to carry it with us. Well, I guess it technically costs us something because it will get damaged by being attached. But it costs us almost nothing to carry it with us. And we can go down to field 25 and start picking up the bales there. I think there's 14 of them. There we go. That should be good enough that when we do that, oh, and actually it's definitely when we do that path there, we'll be able to actually connect the intersection. Now let's get that unfolded. It's kind of awkward with how steep it is, so I don't know the best place to put this. I think we're just going to not do anything different. We'll just put it the relatively central location, like right here, and hope. Yep. Okay, now see how long it takes to get back in the. I mean, it's still a steep thing. This is gonna be great. Maybe try not to hit the bales. I'm not too worried about the space in between them because I mean it might be a thing with I'm using rounder bales, but even if I have no space, there's an awkward spacing on this trailer. Like I think 7 rows is all you can fit, and it almost looks like you can get 8, but you can't, and that's just an awkward amount because then there's just a weird space that you wouldn't leave on a real thing. But oh, yeah, whatever. Let's do that one, but not that one yet. Let's try to not make it that messy. Well, that's actually perfect. We just need to fix this one just a little bit. Except it's connected. Very sad. I mean, that's actually fine. I mean, I guess we could do this too. Thing with having to lift up the arms means I'm going to want to put down the bale so that I know that the spikes went in at the same angle and the bales are at the same level. Which actually is a lot better for pairing them up, but to be careful of making them roll on a steep field like this. Okay, just these last two, and then we can actually. How much is the cornfield we wanted? Where even is the cornfield we wanted? I guess 85 was it? I mean, there's only a couple. Why does it go to hotspots? I think those are the only two cornfields. How big is that one? Pretty big. So, yes, we want this one. We're going to be selling this field very soon, so we'll still have the money we want. I just wasn't sure we would be selling a field today. It depended on, well, the weather and how um, the moisture on the fields we do have to harvest were. Yeah, words. Hmm? Okay, let's fold. Yeah, we should do that first. And that should yeah. I still did want to pop out the ones that are in there sideways, but I caught them, so it's fine. And I'm actually kind of glad I forgot to hide these, because I probably would have forgot I need to do this. And we can unload these into this bale shed. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We are at 41% for the cows. We should be hopefully ready to do some more harvesting. We don't have crazy amount of time, and we still have, that's 1%, and this is 0.5%. So I think we head out to field 9 and get ready to do that field. Okay, and we're going to check. It still does need a little bit of time, but we can make sure we pull this over a lot. We have a lot more room here because it's not a field on as close. And we'll just continue to block the road. It's we did. Uh, let's get this. Uh, um, we'll get this with the tipper down there. of course, is going to mean we can do that, right? Yeah, the only place we recorded in this direction is to field 25. Going to want to have a connection like there to go in this direction. There we go. And then we're going to want to connect these as well. Should be fine. And now we have to wait for pedestrians. And then the road narrows out. And I want to try to make it so that there's a chance that two vehicles would be able to go on here, one each direction. So we're going to do it with the right wheel just off the path for the most part. I'm sure it won't be a exact thing the whole way, but that's the goal. Oh, yep, that is the reason why I need to get the harvester out the road. But I mean, it's actually fine. We'll just stop it here, and then once we have the harvester going, we can finish this path. We'll go bring it all the way to the field 3 and 7, if there's entrances there. So we can do that. And it is time to get the harvester going. So that's perfect. Yep, we do have straw swath going, so we can just start harvesting. Now for the bigger fields, it's for the bigger or tiny fields, I like to do the headlands myself. The bigger fields, because a lot of times the hard worker goes the wrong way around. And in particular on this one, I know it leaves it adds up to almost nothing, but it looks wrong. But it does have a couple spots where it would leave a few stalks on the edge. I'm not sure if that's a problem with the AI worker or the first harvest, because I assume that the map makers still have to paint the first crop in, and that's why the fields you own isn't a random crop. And it's possible that the painted first crop has a few spots where it's minusculely outside of the gameplay field boundaries, and that yep, I did not realize I raised it up. Like actually overall, what I just ruined would be more than all the tiny spots. So it doesn't even matter, but it looks so wrong that I usually end up going it up and fixing it. But again, the major problem is it goes around the wrong way. And well, bigger fields, you're gonna have to empty. Going around the wrong way is a big deal. And then tiny fields, it takes longer to watch the AI do turns than it would be to do it yourself, even with how awesome they are now. That's more of a problem of the size of equipment needed for a field. Like, obviously, this is not a big uh, harvester, but when you're looking at a field that the biggest equipment it should need is 3 meters for field work, and this is quite a big piece of equipment for those size fields. Now, when I say I do it myself, it's usually this. I go 3/4 of the way around, I will do the 2 headlands, and then I'll just leave that other side for the end. And then we can do this. I'm not sure it's going to do all of it, but we're going to turn off headlands. And then make sure this starts up. This was apparently the side where it's going to do the overlap with the headland as it straightens it up, but that's perfect. And then we can get it unloaded. Oh, well, let's wait till it gets going again. And then sync up the speeds. And just make sure we're out of the way before it starts its turn. Hopefully, yeah, it should be fine, but hopefully we went over far enough on our headlands. But now we can finish doing this. We're going to have to get rid of this one. It took it from the back instead of from the tractor. There we go. Now we can go all the way to the end and make a marker for those fields. And I think we take this to the, yeah, we'll take this to the farm. That way it's working on getting there while that starts with an empty tank. It should actually be okay now, but we will want to empty the tank at the end so that we can do the canola field that's on the way back to my farm once it is ready, or once this is done. Which that one definitely won't be in the ideal range, but it should be a lot better than it was at the start of the day. Yeah, I know we have lime. I don't think we have fertilizer though, but we can we customize things? I think we can customize in our own thing. We just can't repaint, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can get narrow tires on this, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to send you. Oh, we didn't. We don't even. I thought we did that. Oh, the settings reset. No, I have used folders. Um, I have to be in this mode to add a folder. I just thought I had done that. Yeah, the first one getting in the folder is the worst. But now we can do this. And we can get our okay, the Bale spikes are still attached. Oh, can they not get? I thought that this could get narrow tires. I'm just double checking. I don't trust that they are narrow tires. So this one can't do lime, right? I mean, maybe we just buy this little tiny one for fertilizer. I mean, those might work, but tiny one actually I think is a little wider than this without the discs. So it'll be okay. And we just have this for spreading lime. Hopefully want that. We want to leave this. And you can go to the shop. You can come get emptied, and then we can you can still get a worker to do the last bit. You just put it on headlands for those. It just wasn't worth having a worker do it when it was near a full tank. Let's pull forward, and this can come back, so I'll be able to get it going without that being in the way. Oh yeah, it actually does show that they weren't going to do that thing. But there we go. Now it should see this and think that it needs to do headlands. Yep, there we go. I didn't even look to see how much this little fertilizer spreader can hold. Yeah, that's actually the problem with this, not the spread. And we can take it with us. But we brought our Bale spike, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Can we spike a bag? I didn't think of how small the tank would be. I don't think we can spike a bag. I'm pretty sure that is as close as we could get to it, and it's not. So we can. It was not easy. Now we can set this to deliver to the silo. And then we can go do, well, let's get this. I mean, they can go around me, but let's get it off the road. We still have two more fields. They're both canola fields. We have the little one that we'll do ourselves, but it won't fill this up. We'll do it because it's on the way. And then the other one is hopefully going to be at an ideal range. It probably is right now, but And this would be why I definitely did one round against the other side, because the angle towards the fence here makes it not have that much it would be very weird if I still had that row to try to get done. So let's see if we can get it all in one. If we can't, it's going to be a very small little amount at the corner, so it's not really going to be a problem. But can it all fit? Yeah. And then we just have this little bit down here. And one more field, which is also a canola field. Okay, now now we can get this up to where we actually need to go. Oh, I wanted to see how what this is actually at. Okay, it's in the ideal range. It is starting to get down to the almost drier than ideal, but it's still worked out. We're just gonna have to. I should have made sure to put it on grass. But it'll be fine. Let's put these down as well. This will actually be a was really what's the word? Unsure of the tiny fertilizer spreader. I mean, obviously this is the tiny field, but most of our fields that we'll be keeping at the moment are pretty small. And then the bigger ones are the ones near the farmyard where I'll have fertilizer. I really thought that it would go through it so fast it would be too annoying, which is why I wanted to bring the bag with me. This actually isn't that bad. Cool. make sure we come down the headland on that direction all the way to the end. Yay, hot spots. We'll just continue. I'm pretty sure that I could, pretty sure this showed the partial widths. There we go. That's okay. And we're going to leave this for a little while. Let's go see how the harvester is doing. We do have to check the cows, but and it didn't decide to turn around randomly, or at least not yet. So there's that. I'm going to want to get this because I think it might be going into the crop. No, it looks like it still needs to do more. I was thinking it would be turning and going up that one, but we're still good. I did the two triangles there. This should be turning around soon, and then we can get it unloaded. The perfect timing. Let's save. And look at our cows. They're there. They will be able to start their their reproduction cycle when the month turns over. It didn't register but I must not have pressed my button right the first time. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I actually wouldn't be able to do this field at night because of that. Well, I would have to turn off the sound or something. Too bassy for me. It's actually fine right now. Oh, it did leave that little bit. But these triangles, I wouldn't have been able to do. I'm very bothered by sound. I'm also very bothered by no sound. So it's a lose-lose. Let's see if that makes it back there with the bag. That wasn't turned off. It looks like it just needs that little bit at the corner. It still has a bag on it. And there we go. 45 minutes to spare. We have finished harvesting all of our fields.